Was that a fly? Whoa. Action. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan and I am a travel vlogger. I am currently located in my beautiful hometown of Christchurch, New Zealand. I was in Europe, but unfortunately I had to fly back due to COVID, but I'm so happy to be here because it gave me the most amazing opportunity to go around the middle half of the South Island and go on an amazing road trip. So last week I broke down Wanaka, the top 5 things to do there, and now today we're moving on. We went through the Hassett Pass and now we are going to be doing Franz Josef. Now Franz Josef is a tiny little town on the west coast region of the South Island of New Zealand. And it's home to the massive 300 metre thick and 12 kilometre long Franz Josef Glacier. For a tiny town, it has so much things to do. So today I'm going to be breaking down the top 3 things that I think that you should do on your trip to Franz Josef. Now, I'm just going to give you a little disclaimer just at the start of this video. Franz Josef is tiny, but boy, can you spend a lot of money here. I definitely recommend, if you do have money to spend or you are on a tighter budget, I do recommend saving up a little bit of money. There are free things to do in Franz Josef and we will talk about that a little bit later, but if you do have money, I do recommend spending it here in Franz Josef if you want to get the most amazing views of the glaciers and just do adrenaline things. This is the place to do it. So jumping straight into it, let's go for the 3rd thing that I recommend you do in Franz Josef. Now this is Lake Matheson. Now Lake Matheson is located about 30 to 40 minutes away from Franz Josef Centre, but my gosh, it is worth the drive. This has to be one of the most amazing reflections I have ever seen from a lake. Lake Matheson was formed over 14,000 years ago when the Fox Glacier started to retract. So when you arrive in the car park, it's about a 40-minute walk to the famous Lake Matheson pontoon. Now this is where you get the famous Instagram pictures and where you're going to see the most amazing reflection. You will see Mount Cook and Mount Tasman, 2 of the largest mountains we have here in New Zealand, and this is honestly just beautiful. It is like a mirror. When I look at the reflection and the videos that I have, I just think, oh my god, is that real? But it is. And take a look at this. After you've taken your picture, you can either continue all the way around Lake Matheson, will take you about an hour and a half, or you can walk back to the car park where you started. There is also a cafe there as well. They have amazing food in there, but I also do recommend do the 1.5 hour walk because there is actually so many other points that you can see there. There's little waterfalls and there's heaps of beautiful moss. We went when it was starting to rain a little bit and the whole thing was transformed. It's like a beautiful rainforest walk. We also had a picnic and this turned out to be one of my favourite activities in Franz Josef. Jumping straight into number 2, we are going to get wet and muddy, and that is because we are going quad biking. Now, this has to be one of the most underrated things to do in Franz Josef. We weren't actually meant to go quad biking, but it was the most pleasant surprise. Everything happens for a reason. We were basically supposed to be going on our helicopter ride in that morning, but the cloud came too low, so we couldn't actually go on our helicopter, which then led us to do the quad biking. We went with a company called Across Country Quad Bikes, and these guys were the most friendly and nice people I have come across. They are there to help you 100%. If you're not very confident or you don't know what to expect, go in, say hi, they'll run you through everything and they'll even give you some good prices as well. Myself and Anna paid $99 per person, or if you are a back passenger, basically someone who sits on the back of your bike, it is an additional $50 per person. So it's about $75 each for the whole experience. The whole experience itself was about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I had absolute blast. Honestly, going through the glacier rivers, going through the beautiful rainforest, and seeing the beautiful Franz Josef Glacier from a different perspective was just amazing. Although we could go helicoptering, this is honestly awesome and I highly recommend. Like, we're going so fast through everything.
Let's go!
A top tip which I do recommend is a site called BookMe. Now, BookMe is a little bit like Groupon for all of you Americans and the UK people out there. It's basically a site which you can go on and get like 40-50% off usual prices, and you get amazing deals on there. So go and check out BookMe and see if you can get some amazing deals. Overall, I am so glad that our helicopter ride got cancelled in the end, because otherwise I would not have got to experience this amazing quad biking. Honestly, if you've got the time and the money, please do check it out, because I personally think it's one of the most underrated things to do in Franz Josef. Moving on to number 1. Now, this is probably not going to come as a surprise for most of you, but it is of course a helicopter ride. Franz Josef is in the heart of glacier country. There are glaciers left, right and centre, and it is so beautiful to get off from the ground and get up in the sky, and that's exactly what we did. So the helicopter ride was the thing I was most looking forward to the whole entire trip. Myself and Anna were just planning for the helicopter trip. We were praying for good weather and we were just both so excited. I personally have never been on a helicopter before. I am afraid of flying, so for me this was also a fear. I never let fear stop me, but I have to say I was shaking before I hopped on, and then as soon as I hopped on and the helicopter went like that and we took off, I was in my element, and the view completely just took over all my feelings and my emotions. So the first thing that I want to say is, do not let fear stop you from doing what you want to do. You cannot live your life in fear. I do have a fear of flying, and as soon as I got up there and saw the beautiful views, everything took over, and it was just probably one of the best experiences of my life. We used the site BookMe, which I was talking about just before, to book this helicopter ride. We actually ended up getting upgraded, so thank you very much to the company that we went with, which was GLACIER Helicopters. We went on a 30-minute flight, plus we got to land at the top of the glacier, and I'm not even kidding you, we were in snow knee deep, and I have very long legs. Check this out.
Just landed at the top here, and all I can see is snow. It's just so beautiful. I'm literally knee deep in snow right now, and check out this view. Woo-hoo-hoo!
I do just want to recommend one more tip, and that is places to stay. We stayed at the Rainforest Retreat, and this place was an absolute retreat. I know. So this place was honestly a retreat. It was fantastic. They had a spa, we had a beautiful room, we had a coffee machine, but everything ranges. So you can range from a campsite if you just want to camp, or if you have a van, you can park your van on a powered site or a non-powered site, and they do have basic accommodation as well. Ranges anywhere from about $40 up to $100, or if you want the 5-star luxury, you will be paying about $300 per night. Again, it's entirely dependent on your budget. Now, I hope this top 3 helped you with your trip to Franz Josef. This is honestly a gem in New Zealand, and because it's so small, it's so easily overlooked. So please take the time and enjoy Franz Josef, and make sure you save up to do an amazing experience. Guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I've got so much more coming out, and as always, I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye!